Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the previous video, we already solved so many previous year questions, and in the next video, this is our part 5th. We are next going to solve other PYQs from the projectile motion and vectors, right? And I hope you are doing very well, and you have, if any doubt, you can ask me, and your preparation is going very well, and we have a dream to get a very good marks in this year in the NEET examination, right? And now I started our other PYQs, and these are from 2000 question. This question from 2000, and what this question saying? Two projectiles of same masses with the same velocity are thrown at an angle of 60 degree and 30 degree with the horizontal. Then which will remain same? So this is a standard. Directly you can say that range remains same, and we know that range is u square sine 2 theta upon g, and we know that if our angle is theta or 90 minus theta, or other than 45 degree minus theta, or 45 degree plus theta, then range remains same. Then range remains same, right? So here you see one angle is 60 degree, then another is 90 minus 60 is 30 degree. So range remains same. So which option is correct? Option B is correct. Alright now, you understand now? These are a basic question. So I proceed for a next question. A person aiming to reach exactly opposite point on the bank of the stream. Just I draw the diagram. Just 1 minute. There is a person who wanted to reach just opposite to them, right? A person aiming to reach exactly opposite on the bank of a stream is swimming with the speed of 0.5 meter per second at an angle of 120 degree with the direction of river flow, right? And in the river is flowing in this direction, and man is trying to move in this direction. That is 120 degree with the river flow. This is velocity of river, and that angle is 30 degree. That angle is 30 degree. So, and here this they have given velocity of man with respect to water, and this they have given velocity of man with respect to ground. A man is a person aiming to reach exactly opposite on the bank of a stream is swimming with a speed of 1.5 meter per second with the direction of flow of water. The speed of the water stream is means in this question what they're telling, a person is aiming to reach exactly point on the bank of a stream. This person try to reach this point and swimming with the speed of 1.5 meter per second at an angle of 120 degree with the direction of flow. Means that they are moving with half meter per second. And what they're asking, they're asking velocity of water. Velocity of water. And we can apply this by sine theta is equal to sine 30 degree is equal to perpendicular. Velocity of water perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Velocity of man with respect to water. Velocity of water. Velocity of man with respect to water, that is half. So sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. And this is velocity of water divided by half. So here you see that velocity of water is 1 by 4. Means velocity of water is 0.25 meter per second. 0.25 meter per second. So this option is correct. Option first is correct. Understand now? This is a good question. And I proceed for a next question. If a unit vector is represented by this, then the value of C is, you know that unit vector that has a magnitude of 1. Unit vector, I just wrote, this is a unit vector that has a magnitude of 1. So A vector, this is a A vector. that has a 0 point, what I say, just 1 minute, 0 point, if a unit vector is represented, actually this is a unit vector, they represented by half I cap plus 4 by 5 j cap plus c k cap. So then the value of c is, if we can find the magnitude of it, so 1 by 4 plus 16 by 25 plus c square is equal to 1. So here I just 1 minute, this is 100. So here LCM comes out to be 25 plus 4. 4 times this go, and 4 4 32, 64 plus c square is equal to 1. So here if c square is that side, so 1 minus 25, 25 plus 64, 25 plus 64, that is 89 by 100. So 11 by 100. So here c is reaching to be 11 by 100. 11 by 100. So this comes out to be c is equal to 0.11. So 0.11 is comes out to be 0. Oh, that is correct. Directly 0.11. Just 1 minute. 0.11. So which option is correct? Option B is correct. You're getting my point? You don't have any doubt now? If you have a doubt, you can ask them. These are a basic question. Okay. Two particles A and B are connected by a rigid rod AB. Means it is like this condition. Two particles are connected by a rod of rods AB. And this A point is moving in this direction and B point is moving in this direction. So A, this is B. Let this length is X and plus let this length is X and this length is Y, and let this length is L. So we can, and this angle is theta. So I apply Pythagoras theorem. L square is equal to, just 1 minute, by Pythagoras theorem. L square is equal to X square plus Y square. If I do the differentiation, so that is 2L dl by dt is equal to 2x dx by dt plus 2y dy by dt. And we know that length remains constant. This is not changing. So this is going to be 0. So this becomes 2x v plus 2y v is equal to 0. So what going to happen here? If I 2 से 2 cancel, going to become just a 1 minute also, just 1 minute. And in this they have given this angle alpha is 60 degree. Okay, and velocity of A, just 1 minute. This is velocity of A, this is velocity of V. So if I say x PA is negative times by VB. So here you see that perpendicular by velocity of A upon velocity of V minus phi by x, that is minus tan 60 degree. So velocity of A to the left is 60 degree, then velocity of B they are asking. Velocity of A to the left is 10 meter per second, that is 10, and velocity of B is and tan 60 is minus root 3. So velocity of B is basically minus 10 by root 3. So this comes out. So 10 by root 3 is coming. So just wait, we have to solve this. So tan means V is in negative direction. Now just 1 minute. What is the velocity of B? Velocity of B is tan divided by 1.732. This comes out to be, if I divide tan divided by 1.732, so this comes out to be, and here you also see, here velocity of x is going to be, this x distance is going to be decreased. So here you see this velocity of A comes out to be negative. Velocity of A is going to be negative because here you see this x distance is decreasing and y distance is increasing. So from here you can say that this negative become positive. So this is also positive. So this is also positive. This is also positive. And if I divide this, so this comes out to be 5.77. 5.77 means 5.77 means roughly 5.8 meter per second. 5.8 meter per second. 5.8 meter per second. Identify the vector quantity among the following. So vector quantity means which has a magnitude and direction. Vector quantity means which has a magnitude and direction. So distance is a scalar quantity. You know this. Angular momentum is a vector quantity. That has a formula L vector is equal to R cross P vector. Heat is also a scalar quantity. Energy is also a scalar quantity. The position vector of a particle is, they have given like this. Just 1 minute. The position vector of a particle, they have given like this. The R vector is equal to A cos omega t I cap plus A sin omega t j cap. Then the velocity of the particle is basically dr vector by dt. So vr vector is equal to minus A omega sin omega t I cap plus A omega cos omega t j cap. So velocity vector is equal to minus A minus omega, and if I take omega common and minus I also take common, so just 1 minute. If I take minus common and here also the velocity of the particle is directed towards the origin, directed away from the origin, parallel to the position vector or perpendicular to the position vector. Okay. Directly towards the origin means here r vector come, but this is not possible. I think if you take the dot product of the velocity vector and position vector, let's see what is coming. So if I do this thing, so this comes out to be minus A omega sin omega t cos omega t plus A square omega sin omega t cos omega t. So v vector dot r vector is equal to 0. So which option is correct? Option D is correct. The angle between the two vectors A vector and B vector will be, there are angle between two vectors. We can find angle between two vectors. We know cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector upon mod A vector dot mod A vector, mod A vector, mod B vector, right? If I find A vector dot B vector, so what the result is coming? If theta 9 plus 16 minus 25. So it automatically becomes 0, means cos theta is equal to 0. This is possible when theta is equal to 90 degree. Understand? So which option is correct? Option first is correct. This is a very good question and directly formula based. A boat is sent across a river with the velocity of 8 km per hour. If the resultant velocity of the boat is 10 km per hour, then the velocity of the river is. It is like this situation. If a boat is sent across a river, if a boat is sent across a river with the velocity 8 km per hour, if the resultant velocity of a boat is 10 km per hour, then the velocity of the river is. If a boat is sent across a river with a velocity so velocity of the river they are asking velocity of the river. A boat is sent across a river with the velocity means velocity of boat if the resultant of the velocity is 10 km per hour. So if a boat is sent across a river means their velocity of boat they have given 8 km per hour. Sorry, this is boat velocity of boat velocity of boat they have given 8 km. The resultant velocity of the boat means velocity of resultant velocity of boat with respect to water that is 10 km per hour. Then they're asking velocity of the river. So we can just apply by Pythagoras theorem. Velocity of boat with respect to river is equal to velocity of river square plus velocity of boat square. So they are asking velocity of river square, and we know velocity of boat square is 10 square minus 8 square. So velocity of river is 100 minus 64. So velocity of river is 36. So 36 means 6. This comes out to be 36. So this comes out to be 6 kilometer per hour. 6 kilometer per hour. So which option is correct? Option D is correct. So I proceed for a next question. If a body A of mass m is thrown with the velocity u at an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal, another body B of same mass is thrown with the same speed at an angle 60 degree to the horizontal. The ratio of the horizontal range. I explained just a few minutes ago, few question before. Range is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. This formula is same when the angle is theta or 90 minus theta, and another condition is 45 degree minus theta or 45 degree plus theta. So range remains same. So here you see that one angle is 30 degree, so other angle is 60 degree. So range remains same. So R1 by R2 will be 1:1. So option D is correct. The resultant of A cross 0 will be equal to 0 A vector or 0 vector. You know resultant. You know that cross product of two vector is also another vector. Means if A is a vector, then 0 is also a vector. Then the resultant also a 0 vector, right? So 0 vector. Their answer is 0 vector. So which option? Option C is correct. Option C is correct. So now I proceed for a next question. The maximum range of a gun of a horizontal is 16 km and G is 10 Then the mutual velocity of the cell is the maximum range. Means they are saying that range is u square sine 2 theta by g, and they are saying that maximum range means r maximum, that is they have given 16 kilometer, means 16,000 meter, and g they have given 10 meter per second. Then the mutual velocity means they are asking initial velocities. So here you see that 1600,000 kilometer u square, and r max formula become q square upon g. So here you see that 16,000 into 10, that comes out to be u square. So here u is comes out to be 400 meter per second. So option C is correct. Option C is, a bus is moving on a straight road towards north with a uniform speed of 50 km per hour. Let I draw this diagram. A bus is moving on a straight road towards north. This is this is east, this is west, north, south. The bus is moving on a straight road towards north with the uniform speed of 50 km per hour. When it turns left through a 90 degree, if the speed remains unchanged, means their initial speed is 50 j cap, the final velocity is minus 50 I cap. Then the change in velocity is v final minus v initial. So v final is basically minus 50 I cap minus 50 j cap. That is change in velocity. That is change in velocity. And then we have to find the, and this is change in velocity means this is comes out to be like this. Let I draw this with a different diagram so that you can easily understand. So this comes out to be delta v is equal to fifty square plus 50 square. So that comes out to be 50 root 2. So delta v, that is comes out to 50 root 2 kilometer per hour. So here 50 into 1.414, that comes out to 70.7 kilometer per hour. The change in velocity comes out to be 70.7 kilometer per hour. 70.7 kilometer per hour, and this is in south-west direction. Southwest direction. Southwest direction. Which option is correct? Option A is correct. So I'll proceed for our next question. These are the few questions left. The magnitude of the vector A vector, B vector, and C vector are 3, 4, and 5 units respectively. If A vector plus B vector is equal to C vector, then the angle between A and B vector is. They are asking angle between A vector and B vector is. A vector plus B vector. I take the dot product of A vector plus B vector. That is equal to C vector dot C vector. That is comes out to be A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, that is equal to C square. And they have given A vector is 3 square, 3 square is 9, B square is 4, 16 plus 2, 3, 4 cos theta, that is equal to C is 5 5 25, So that is 25. And here 3 is 6, 6, 6 4s are 24. Cos theta 24. Cos theta is equal to 25. So 25 to 25 cancel. So that is 24. Cos theta is equal to 0. So here cos theta comes out to be 0. Means theta is equal to 90 degree. So here theta comes out to be 90 degree. Means right. Which option is correct? Option first is correct. Option first is correct. A train of 150 meter length is going towards north direction at a speed of 10 meter per second. A parrot flies at a speed of 5 meter towards. Just 1 minute. I draw this diagram so that you can understand easily. A train is moving east, west, north, south. A train is moving. A train of 150 meter length is going towards north. This is our train. This is our train, and they are going towards north direction. In north direction at a speed of 10 meter per second. Means velocity of train they have given 10 j cap. And parrot flies at a speed of 5 meter per second in the south direction. Means velocity of parrot is 5 in the south direction. Means they are moving just opposite of it. Means minus j10 parallel to the railway track. Then the time taken by the parrot to cross the tree. Means first it asks is velocity of parrot with respect to velocity of train with respect to parrot. We can find velocity of train minus velocity of parrot. Velocity of train is 10 j cap minus velocity of parrot is minus 5 j cap. Velocity of train with respect to parrot, this comes out to be 15 j cap. And then after they are asking time taken by the parrot to cross the train. Means time taken is equal to distance by speed. So this comes out to distance there 150 meter divided by 15. So time is they take to reach this 10 seconds. Understand now? We apply the relative velocity constant. Parrot is moving in this direction. So we first find the relative velocity of train with respect to parrot. And then after that we apply the relative velocity constant. Okay. So I proceed for like okay. So we till now we have completed all the PYQs of vectors and projectile motion from 2025 to 1988. Still now in a vectors and motion in a plane we have completed 50 to 70 to 75 questions, and in 5 videos I completed all the PYQs, right? If you have a feel that these content are really helpful and these content are free of cost and these content are helpful for other people, please share with your colleagues or other friends so that they can feel and they can get more better preparation in their journey. And just my motive is to help you people anyhow, and my aim is to give you all of content free of cost. And if you have any problem facing in your my content or my language or anything else, you can comment or you can ask me personally or you can give me message in Telegram personally. I solve all your doubts, all of your problem or whatever the problem you are facing in your preparation. But give your best. This is your time. This is your time to achieve, become a doctor and get a good colleges like AIMS or government colleges which you wanted in your life. Okay. Hope you are doing very well and we will meet in the next video. I think we start, this is our, we have completed 2 chapters, motion in a straight line NEET PYQ from 1988 to 2025, and then after that motion in a plane from 1988 to 2025. 75 to 80 question every chapter I definitely solve, so that all of your concept is going to be revised. And I think I started now. I also started PYQ of a second year. All right, I think I'm thinking to start PYQ of a second year also, like 12th class also, like moving charges and magnetism, and magnetism chapter first, and then after electromagnetic induction also I try to think and make the video so that you can easily revise first year and second year all the question of your PYQs from the NEET examination. And I also make video from the NCRT solved example and their important points that you can remember in your preparation. Okay, and please like and subscribe my channel so that I get the motivation to do more hard work and help you in your preparation. Bye. Thank you.